Hey, what's up YouTube Twitch? Welcome back to Market Watch. It is November 2nd, and we got a bunch of cool cards to cover this week. A couple of things that are cool, that are moving, some things you should keep your eye on, and some things you should probably, be selling. Woo! Excuse me. Wow, that is a very carbonated ocean bomb. Anyway, moving along, I wanted to cover some of the promos from the Time Stranger promo pack. Now, a couple of these are listed, and some of them are actually selling, but I have to mention these cards you could just get for free. Your local game store should have these readily available to just pass out for free to any players, any community members, anyone just interested in the card game. These are just free promo packs that should be distributed and given out to the players. So definitely check in with your local game store. They may have these now. They should be rolling in more to more shops now. I know ours got theirs, and we're going to be starting to pass these out starting next week during locals. But yeah, because of that, as more product is given out and distributed, more and more of these will be listed, and that'll ultimately lower and lower some of these prices because more people are going to list these up. So I wouldn't really be too pressed about buying these currently. So don't panic buy all of a sudden because you want some of these promos when you could just get them for free. So just kind of keep your eyes out. If you can't get them at your local game store, then just wait for more people to list more of these promos out, because right now, even the cheapest being like the Dan Yuki and the AGO at like the $3 mark area. Then we got the Demi Vmons and the Inoris following suit, and then it gets as expensive as Patamon. But realistically, again, these will fall. Do not panic buy. Just wait if you really want these promos. Speaking of promos, one to keep your eye on. I feel like this is a very fun little penny stock. Asuna Shiroki from Hackers Slumber Box promotion pack from the Hackers Slumber Box. This thing has been on the steady rise, a steady climb. People have been buying, it looks like. And I believe it's because of the hype of BeelStarmon in the game, as well as potential forecasted support for more Musketeers. More Musketeer support in BT24 Time Stranger, set to release in January. So, if you have a bunch of these copies, hold them for now. They might start going up more and more. Demand might be there for this card, and this is directly a Three Musketeer support card. So, keep your eye on this one. It could be rewarding in the end. Jesmon BT24. Jesmon has been doing very, very well in the meta. It's definitely one of the top decks right now, alongside Hoodimon, and this is definitely one of the more expensive normal SRs in the set currently at $7, and it has been selling. Steady climb, and it looks like it's starting to equalize in the $7 to $8 range, but soon enough it will hit $9. There's several listings, so this is a great chance, great time to buy Jesmons currently if you are looking to play the deck. Now, if you want to go the alternate art route, it is near $40, and it has been booming on the market. It shot up in the past week. So, for you max rarity fiends out there, if you want your copies of alts, you would have to spend about $40 on them. Calling from the Darkness. Still to this day, one of the best, if not necessary, purple staple cards for any purple deck. Listed as low as $420. Blaze it. But there's only 12 listings left. And it's been on the rise because purple has been doing well. There's still a lot of purple representation in the meta, and this is a card you absolutely must play. Only a few listings left. And, this is definitely one of the most expensive uncommons out there on the market, especially for a card that's out of print. It's from an older set. If you have them, sell them. Because this card will always stay relevant unless we get another reprinting. But yeah, $4. Sell them. If you have a bunch of these just lying around your bulk, sell them. The pre-release stamp version is still $20. It's been $20 for a very long time. But, I mean, as a one-of card, I'd say you might as well just get the max rarity. Just spend the $20 and just have a foil version of it in your deck. Gankoomon X, another fun little rare to keep your eyes out on. If you have them, sell them, because they were pennies. and now they're on the rise because of the new Jesmon support. Great card to have. It gives all of your Digimon protection against Digimon effects for a turn. It's great. Just helps you maintain that board control and constant pressure on your opponent. If you have them, sell them. Because eventually, once probably December hits, Sakuyamon might be on the top end again, and who knows how ultimately that'll affect Jesmon, but I don't really think it would. I think Jesmon will still be a very good top contender deck for the upcoming metas for the foreseeable future, so I don't really realistically see Gankoomon cooling down for the time being. It's definitely gonna solidify itself at least around the $5 mark on the market. Jesmon GX is also on the steady climb, and it is at $5 now. If you need a few copies, like maybe one or two in the deck, at like the more, so I'd say 5 is pretty fair. If you have them, sell them, because they were only $1 or $2. If you have a couple of copies lying around, it's a quick buck. Otherwise, you could also hold, see how much they can go, see how much farther they can climb. But realistically, don't expect it to climb anytime soon because there's several listings out on the market for it. So, Dullahamon Altar. Unfortunately, Dullahamon doesn't seem to be making too big of an impact. Ghosts aren't making too big of an impact on the meta, so the hype is slowly dying. So if you are in the market for some cheaper Altarts for Dullahamon, they are now at $14.50. This is a solid pickup for anyone who wants this card. Wanted to cover some of the SP tamers from Hacker Slumber. Now that the set has been out for quite some time. A lot of these SPs are on the cooldown, and Chitose being the most sought after and expensive one out of all of them because it is a mainstay in the Hootie deck. At 124, that's pretty solid. It's definitely dropped considerably, seeing as the most expensive one, the most last expensive one sold for 168. This was during pre-release, but you see how significantly it's dropped. For that significant amount of a drop, I'd say 120 is a pretty good solid price for this card if you are trying to max rarity your deck. I'd say Erica will soon follow that trend. It will drop to around that range. So if you are really in the market for an Erica Mishima SP, hold out. It might hit 120 by next week. Takumi Aiba, not as much. There's really not a lot of demand for this card. Only like 3 have actually sold, realistically. Yeah, as you can see, only really 3 is sold. So, Keisuke Amasawa, again, same trend. A lot of these SPs are probably going to hit like the 100 to 120 range within the week. And again, it's really up to preference if you really want a max rarity. If you really are a max rarity goblin like me, then this is definitely something to keep an eye on to cop your copies at a little cheaper price later down the road. Speaking of cheap, unfortunately, Ryuji Mishima seems to have gotten the short end of the stick as far as SP value goes because Justimon just isn't doing it right now. No matter how much like little support Bandai has been sprinkling on us for some time through tournament packs, it's just not hitting. At $82, it's a solid price. And I'm sure Justimon will finally see justice in the future, and it'll become a pretty good deck with more support. And eventually, when that time comes, this might shoot up. So, potential good investment, but a very solid buy for those Justimon enthusiasts and lovers. So, at $82, it's a pretty fair price. I'd cop them if you love Justimon, if you just love the deck in general. Faye alternate art, there's still a lot of B hype, and as I aforementioned in the previous market watch, this is a great buy to pick up at around the $10 mark, but now it's slowly and steadily climbing. It's definitely well on its way to the 16 wall. There's only a few listings left until then, so definitely pick these up while you can if you are looking to max rarity your B deck. Because again, a lot of hype for the deck. It's a fun deck to play. Don't miss out on these fewer listings left that are at the cheaper $12 mark. And then it will soon be 16 and eventually quite possibly 20. Speaking of B hype, did you know the QueenBeemon alt art from 2.0 has been doing numbers. It's in its buyout status. It's already hit the 45 wall. You missed your chance at the lower listings of 25 to 30. If you have them, sell them. Ride the hype. You know, feed the swarm, as they say. Gotta get on get that fair share of honey. You know, for the honey. Sell them while you got it. Ride the hype. $45. That's a great profit for y'all because y'all practically doubled. Covering another card from a previous market watch, as I aforementioned, how Gallantmon X is steadily going to drop, and if you are in the market for this card printing of Gallantmon X, keep your eyes peeled for at least around the $300 range. And it looks like 2 people took that advice and were lucky and fortunate enough to buy them at the 300 mark. As I said, this card is going to drop. Realistically, that's a more fairer price for this card. Because again, only one deck realistically plays this card. And for those of you who want this specific rarity printing of it, 300 is practically the solid number for it. Because no one's going to buy it this expensive price. No one's going to buy it the 400. No one's going to buy it this price. Oh, these are graded, I think. Yeah, these are graded. But yeah, I feel like 500 is just way too steep for such a niche card that's played in one deck. So, again, just keep your eyes on these, because eventually another one might get listed at around the 300 range, and that's when I would cop them. Sakuyamon X, steadily back on the rise. Again, because Amethyst Mandala Structure deck is going to be set to drop in December, and they have been slowly revealing cards in that deck. And it made me think, what was the whole point of even those bans and limits on cards for this deck? Because we're just getting cards printed that basically replace those said hit cards. Have you seen the new Viximon egg? It basically does what Digivolution plugin did. You just get the Evo for free again. So it's a no-brainer that Sakuyamon stuff is going up. It's going to be steadily climbing back up. Yeah, these were low for a bit, but now, yeah, it looks like they are going to be starting to get bought out soon. Buy your copies. Don't be caught with your pants down. If you are looking to play some Sakuyamon later down the road in December, you need copies of this card in the deck. So buy them now while you can at the 20 range, and eventually they're going to hit 40. What the heck? Oh, yeah. So, Minervamon, box topper. Very interesting. If someone could please explain to me why this card is starting to see a bit of a market action, I would definitely like to be enlightened and educated on the matter. Because this little dollar card within the week has been moving. It's at the $6. If you have them, sell them. It's a quick buck to make, but I can't for the life of me understand why this card is moving. Out of all of the box toppers we've gotten, this is the most expensive one, it looks like right now. So if you have them, sell them. But again, please let me know in the comments below as to why this might be seeing as much market action as it is right now. Speaking of sudden market movement, BeelStarmon Ace has been on the rise. Look at this movement. Since the beginning of October. I can't believe I didn't notice this. I think Time Stranger had to do with it, because if you look at the graph and the timeline, look at this. Like, that was around the time Time Stranger came out. A lot of people seem to be discovering the greatness of BeelStarmon. So I think a lot of just fan fan favoritism, people just liking the Digimon itself, has been kind of making them buy the single. But my educated guess is I think there may be some anticipated support for BeelStarmon or Three Musketeers in the BT24 Time Stranger box set, set to release in January. So that might be also the case as to why this card is moving. If you have them, sell them, because these things were nothing and now they're something. Same as the alts. Alts have practically doubled. They were like in their 20s, man. Not even 20. Look at this. They were cheap, and now they're being bought out. Sell them while you can. Ride the hype, you know? Lock, stock, two smoking barrels. You know what I mean? Sell them. Sell them, sell them, sell them. I could say, even X Antibody has been bought out. anything BeelStarmon related seems to be doing numbers right now. So if you have copies, just sell them right now. Ride the hype. Do not miss your chance to make yourself some very nice profit. Because again, right now, dude, the deck's not even doing good. The deck, no one plays the deck. It's not really making a dent in the meta, but the card arts are amazing. It's a fan favorite Digimon. There is demand for it. Sell it. The alt art got bought out. Yeah, the alts got bought out. There's only so many listings left. Sell them. Sell them, sell them, sell them. Make yourself a nice little buck and use that money towards something else that you want to potentially buy in this Digimon card game. Maybe finally be able to max rarity that deck you want. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. That was Market Watch. Hope some of these singles were fun to look at, and hopefully some of these took you by surprise. And who knows, maybe there are some of these lying around in your collection or bulk, and you could do without and be able to make a nice little quick penny. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you on the next Market Watch. This is the High Score Chef signing off. So until next time, you guys all be well, be safe, and as always, be hungry for more. Bye.